Okay, so yeah, I should be recording now. So today, we're going to be doing a Saber team in Currency Wars. Now, the Saber team is pretty solid as well. I do believe this team can work in Wealth Creator in the early stages, but it does kind of fall off a bit. That's a 3-star, 3-cost reroll team, so that's why I think that it doesn't necessarily age particularly well. I actually had a really good AoE run earlier that I should have recorded, but I was on my phone, so. Obtain a well gem upon achieving the first 5-win streak in this round. I mean, I guess that's the only real one that's kind of useful. Most of these were kind of mid buffs and debuffs. Now, these enemies are a little bit annoying, but we'll be running Flafa, who actually is pretty good at dealing with the freezes, so I'm not too concerned. Now, if I run this, we get an early Cosmic Scholar. But if I sold Ronmei, a 2, 4, yeah, it wouldn't be worth. I don't know. We'll run this and then try to get Saber as quickly as possible. This team used to be played like a lot more by people, but pretty much anytime that you run this team, you just run Aglaya instead, because Aglaya kind of uses the same team. Kind of funny how that's turned out, but yeah, this team's really good at spamming ult and everything. It's the main idea with Saber. My Saber is E2S1, so I will go ahead and say that now. So my performance might be a bit stronger than yours if yours is not in that kind of a position. And I'll show like the build and stuff if I can as well. I think this would be good. Ooh, actually Experience Surge is really nice. Yep, and there's Saber. See, that's why you need the Experience Surge. That Experience Surge actually did get me the Saber there, by the way. Because it leveled up my shop to level 5. So, it significantly increased the odds. I have to imagine that if I did not do that, then I would not have gotten Saber. The main item that you want on Saber is, of course, the Perpetual Engine. What this does is it lets you get a free ult, and then after 3 ultimates, you get another ult back, so that's kind of the main idea of this run. Let's see. A lot of people use these two as well. This one is pretty good with Saber, just because they're going to be spamming ult. Just gives you a lot of extra Lucky Strike, and so does this, and that also increases your Lucky Strike damage, so yeah, I think I will be running that. You can also run like Charging Cell, or Lightning Boots for speed and stuff, but yeah, there's a lot of different things. I might just go ahead and slap a battery on Saber, because I know that I'm going to be putting a lot of battery items on her. And that will give me a little bit of extra initial energy for just having this battery. So need to find Ting Yun still for this team to really start popping off. You can also go for Galactic Voyager with Saber for a little bit of extra damage amp. So that's why I have Sampo filled. Also happens to proc Dot, because I've got Asta on filled. Yeah, essentially we're gonna get like Sunday and Remembrance MC and just spam as many Saber turns as possible, with as big of an Excalibur hit as I can manage. I am recording a little bit early tonight, so I'll probably have a bit more energy than I have had in some of the more recent recordings. I'm gonna go ahead and do kind of an interesting play by buying this Acheron and then selling these two. So what that's done is it's let me have 30 gold while also taking an Acheron out of the pool, because our goal is to get to Saber 3. I might also get Sunday 3, but I doubt it. I'll probably just stop at Sunday 2 just to fund the pool. It's kind of expensive to have both. Even getting Sunday 2 is a little expensive, so it's not something I would recommend. There was one time I was running Rapid 3 and I got an Acheron 3 just for the extra bonus Galaxy Ranger stuff. I had a Galaxy Ranger run earlier because I might do a video on Break, but I feel like the Super Break team is bait 90% of the time. As I had like a really good run. I was only missing actual break items. I only had one drill the entire run, which is what you need for break items. So that was a little annoying, but outside of that, I thought the run was going well. There's our second battery on a Kafka. Ooh, and Tribby's there. I would rather have Tribby than... No one on field right now, but I can hold it to the Tribby. Because the thing is, I think the Galactic Voyager buff is actually a little significant. I might even get Argenti for it. And have them off field. Because once you get this stacking up, you can also take the thing that's like, if you have 3 Galactic Voyagers, then they get 200% bonus on top of whatever the bonus is. That's really good with Saber. Because damage amplification is like adding 9% true damage to your damage in this game, so... Because the way that true damage works in Star Rails is just your final damage number that you would do before true damage multiplied by whatever the true damage multiplier is. It's not like in League, where you're dealing damage through defense. Or there are other games where it's like that too, but League is the example I think of. Could say that I'm supposed to sell Tribby and hold on to either Natasha or Sela here. But I won't. Yeah, next round I'm gonna get the next edition of Cosmic Scholar. Yep. There it goes, so... But yeah, my Saber's not really in a super strong position just yet. Oh yeah, I said I was going to show Saber's build, so I'll show that in a minute too. But my Saber's not really in a super strong position yet, but we do have the ults. But yeah, as you can see, that's the E2 effective Saber. I got Saber's E2 just because I like Saber. Because I read Fate. Well, I didn't finish fully reading it. I read the original route, and then I watched the anime for Unlimited Blade Works. I still need to read/watch Heaven's Feel, and I'm probably going to be doing both, and I also want to read Unlimited Blade Work. Like, I started reading it a while ago, but I've been a little busy lately and haven't been able to catch up to it. Yeah, I did a review of the initial thing of Fate on my channel, because I read it in anticipation for the Star Rail collab. Yeah, I might do a video that has my thoughts on this Fate collab in Star Rail. That's not really like the main purpose of the video, but that will be in the video. Do I grab this? I don't think so. And now, what I actually think is that I take out these two, put in this, and you... guess I can get in a little bit of extra heal for now. Yeah, the way that you get Saber 3 very easily is just by leveling up to level 7 and then starting a roll. If you can get a Saber 2 before then, that would be pretty helpful, but it's not something that I would expect. Planet of Festivities emblem could be good. Oh, if I beat this boss, I get the Wealth Gem, huh? Yeah, that is pretty interesting. Battery makes Cosmic Scholar emblem. Do I make a Planet of Festivities emblem, or do I make a Saber item? Because I can make that item, which that item's not really that good on Saber right now as a thing. Whereas Planet of Festivities, the emblem would be on-field, off-field strength for all allies, which is pretty big. It's not a lot though, but I can make it a bit larger, so yeah, I'll do that. Kind of a situational position, but should be good. Yes, Saber can... Oh, and I forgot to show Saber's build again. If I remember, I will do it after this round, because I keep forgetting. But, Saber can be played on-field or off-field. I do think on-fielding her is the best option, just because you're able to get in some additional damage on Sabers, like basic attacks or skills, whichever you're using. With her on-field, most of the time it will probably be your skills. But eventually this Sparkle, by the way, will be replaced by Robin, so that's why Planet of Festivities is not really a bad idea to have, and Sunday will also be on the team, so... We're at 3 energy. Goal is to try to get to like 7 energy potentially. 7's kind of a difficult one. Maybe 5. Because I don't think running a Glaya and Yunli is worth. Though Saber's main damage source is damage from her ultimate in this build, so having doubled the amplification with that would be really good. Oh, well, got frozen. Okay, good. Gallagher's paying attention. barely got the win streak. Ooh. And rewarded with Saber. As I said, kind of a good idea to fit in Argenti. You can. These items are a little awkward. You don't always have to run the exact same build that it recommends. But I do think in this case, it's a really good build, so I would like to do that. I think I'll give this to Tingyun for now. Unfortunately, none of these other items can really be used that well. No one else's damage really matters outside of Saber's. But at E2, her... I mean, not E2, at 2-star, her damage is gonna increase a lot. Yeah, I need to remember to show the Saber build. I keep saying it every time and then forgetting. Surely this time I will remember. The TVs don't even really matter with Saber just because you're building so much energy. I do wonder if that gave that buff to Saber. It does.
I like that confidence. Someone your own shot.
The TVs really like dodging Saber. Is it worth restarting? Because, I mean, that was just genuinely super unlucky that none of the TVs decided to hit Saber. It should be extremely likely for them to hit Saber. And the fact that none of them did any time, it's pretty impressive. Because Saber is a destruction character. I feel like they're just doing this to make me forget the fact that I said that I was going to show Saber's build after this. Or they're doing it because I said that Saber doesn't really mind the TVs as much as some of the other characters. Because they actually just only went into the angry TV mode. Like they're doing now. Which, yeah, Saber's really close to getting enough energy to do anything. What happened to my Gallagher turn? I'm gonna force Gallagher to ult here. Which then Tribby instantly ignores, so thank you Tribby, very cool. Yeah, looks like I have to restart this again actually, because Tribby did that. Really cool stuff, Tribby. Thank you. Very cool.
In the mood for another beating?
Yeah, they, as soon as I manual play, they actually aim at Saber. Yeah, Saber is a destruction character, so she has higher aggro for enemies, and that does apply for the TVs as well. If you ever run, like, Event Tree into the TVs, you might have noticed that they normally go for them. This could be a growth fund angle. Yeah, as I said, Saber's damage is really the only one that matters, so for now, let's just do that. But if I can get to 3-star Saber pretty quickly, then I should be able to reach level 9, because it's actually not too bad as long as you can maintain your gold. I'm probably gonna give that item off of Singyun to Remembrance MC whenever I get them. Yes, there's a perfect win streak. Just needed to do a little bit of resetting. Good Natasha pick up there. Siren's not really playable in this team, unfortunately. You can kind of play Welt. And Black Swan would also fit, of course. Welt's an option if you had extra on-field space. Big Saber one-shot. Ooh, a perfect projector is pretty good, but the enemies are actually quite strong, and I'm not really in a good position to be able to fight them, even with my current board. If you told me in that position, I would get Saber first. Over Sunday. Be surprised. I don't even want to say something that I'm just now realizing. The stupid TVs did actually work. As soon as I saw the TVs, I was like, oh yeah, I'm supposed to do that thing. I'm not even gonna say it. That way I remember. But you can't see it in combat, so gotta wait till after.
Watch over you and guide you on your path.
Fight as one. Taken, Hyper. Strike there. Exit, Hyper.
Okay, here's the Saber build. 61 over 218. I only play her with Sunday, so she has over 100% crit with him. And then there's all the pieces and E2 with signature. I remembered finally.
Exit, Hyper.
Hey, what are the odds of me getting a battery in one of those? Battery and a star. I feel like it's gotta be pretty good odds. Ooh, Piranha's pretty good. Saber's a bit better here though. Not worth. That's actually pretty good that I found her that fast. Normally I have to roll down all my money for 3-star 3 cost. Which one do I need? Both. Why did I make the battery? I already start with full energy. Should have just made the star. Wait, I need to hold on to these two. But yeah, there's no doubt this team will win. 100% with Saber. She might even, like, two-shot the boss. Okay, maybe not that much. Well, that was only the first ult. My Sundays also and trivia are E0 S1, Huahua's E0 S0, and then Gallagher and Sunpower and Tingyun are E6. S5 of some 4-star Lycone on all of them. I don't know which ones specifically, but
Fight as one.
big damage incoming. It was a 2-shot. They just gave energy to Saber.
Doubt farewell. Watch over you and guide you on your path.
Exit, Hyper.
Fiends or devils.
So Saber's particularly really good in AoE scenarios. She actually almost one-shot the boss with that one ult, actually. Because Trivi did less than 1%, I'm sure. Next up is slow leveling, level 9, to get our money, and then try to find Remembrance MC and Black Swan. Remembrance MC will also give the Express effect, which gives you a 20% damage boost, I believe. It might be 20% on field strength. Either way, it's a 20% buff of some kind. So every little bit helps with Saber.
Serenity is before me.
Will you find the answer?
The good thing about the freeze is that I'm running Wafa, who has a cleanse, so as long as the characters get a turn, they will unfreeze. And then sometimes when they don't. They have to try to make it where Saber doesn't ult here. I imagine that at least easier S1 Saber is probably pretty commonly owned, and I think this build would work with that. Even E1 would be quite a strong upgrade. Maybe Beyond Lucky is better? Because I'll be getting an item that scales the lucky hit chance. I was gonna see what Saber's lucky hit chance turns into with that sort of a setup. The next significant upgrade is to find Robin as well. I think that's fine. Although it would be nice if, you know, Sunday got a single turn.
Serenity is before me.
There.
Watch over you and guide you on your path.
These enemies are definitely not surviving the Saber ults.
Will you find the answer?
I really wanted to get a 100% win rate, but there's no way with these enemies, unfortunately. They're literally the perfect counter to this team, so it's genuinely unlucky that I ran into them here. Nothing I can do about it. Just need to get better RNG next game, or whatever. Literally the single worst way of situation happening, in a way, so yeah. Guess I will take next one. Black Swan's apparently really fast in the background, so I will do that. you don't know how Black Swan's kit works, she puts Arcanas on enemies, and those Arcanas cause them to have defense reduction, so kind of a good universal debuffer in this mode because she also has the Planet of Festivities effect, which is really good. And then Destiny Diviner, with her specifically, really good because you get those fortunes every 2 rounds. Not going to be able to get too many in this game, but might be able to get something. Sunday does have a cleanse, so
Trinity is before me.
it's fine.
Watch over you and guide you on your path.
Fight as one. Fight. Ikusen. Haiba! Ill fate descends.
Fiend or devil, I'll crush them all.
I feel the flame. Ill tidings manifest. Ill fate beneath the waters lies an endless abyss.
If you want Black Swan to have really high personal damage, you can run her in dot teams.
It ain't over.
Ill tidings manifest.
This trial is
And have her be the carry like in the dot video that I made
Taken. Haiba!
earlier in the week, I'm pretty sure. Might have been last week.
Ill fate descends. Ill touch beneath the waters lies an endless abyss.
Serenity is before me. Watch over you and guide you on your path.
Yeah, kind of an interesting problem this run has had is not getting Remembrance MC, because if I had Remembrance MC every Sunday, this would not be nearly as close as it is.
I feel the flame.
I'm gonna be running both.
Taken. Haiba! Ikusen. Haiba!
And the reason that it's so close right now is just because I only have one. Oh, there we go. Oh, wait, go ahead and give that to you. Probably run Robin over Gallagher. Yeah, I don't really think that. It's either Planet of Festivities or like barely any damage ramp. Probably Planet of Festivities. But I still don't think getting that's worth. Got 5 energy already. Up there's Robin. Wonder if I can fit Excalibur into this. I mean, if I were to level up, I would be able to. Which I should be able to do after this round. I could have 6 Planet of Festivities, which is a pretty large upgrade. Yeah, it's 20% off-field strength. So here's the current stats of Saber going into this fight.
Harmony and unison. I feel the flame. Ikusen. Haiba!
If you have Wafa off field, she doesn't heal, so that's why I put her on field.
Fight as one.
Serenity is
Now
before
it's
me.
Sunday's turn.
But I can't. Ill fate descends.
Still frozen.
Stars
Now
are
it's Robin's turn for action advance.
Can you find the answer? We can do anything. This is Hyper! Taken Hyper! Fight as one!
Torment and doubt, farewell. Watch over you and guide you on your path.
But I can't! This is Hyper!
Big true damage. All of this with 2.5 item saver as well. Ally squad speed. I don't really think it's worth getting 2-star.
Harmony and unity.
If you don't know, Robin's thing in this mode makes it where you just get 20% damage increase rather than... I believe that normally just buffs follow-up attack damage. There's that item, and then you can actually make a Planet of Festivities emblem. Which does change things a little bit. First, gotta level up. So now if I can find... I guess there's Argenti again. There's a certain other character that could be an interesting find. There. Now, if you don't know what Archers is, you get extra lucky strike rates. There, a little bit of extra what damage. And spending the last bit of gold. Nothing too interesting there. So, yes, we've got Magician, which doesn't do anything. Destiny Diviner, it's not going to be doing anything else. 132% on-field strength to Saber. Then I guess I could technically run that. Would probably be best. And that would give 132% off field strength to Black Swan for free. 24% damage multiplier on Saber's thing, plus 145% of 9% damage amp, 18% on field strength, 9% lucky strike rate, all multiplied by 145%, extra 20% from this, and get a little bit of damage amp when consuming skill points. Or I guess if they were a skill point character, which none of them are. But get extra max skill points, so that's not bad.
Rise to the challenge.
Harmony and unity. I feel like Good Hyper! Taken Hyper!
The flesh wound.
Kurosuke.
Bear witness. To
Ill
us,
fate descends.
let thy name. Behold, this symbol of pure.
I choose you.
Yeah.
Sumanai.
Let the duel commence. Confess. You're fighting a gentleman.
Ill tidings manifest. Ill fate beneath the waters lies.
Surely
an
that's not
endless
just really
abyss.
bad RNG.
Flesh wound.
Actually, never mind. Argenti is actually just related to Lightning McQueen in this mode for some reason.
Fight as one. Strike there.
Rise to the challenge.
Good Hyper!
The flesh wound.
Can you find the answer?
Let thy voice bear witness. To us,
Serenity is before me. Watch over you and guide you on your path.
We can do anything.
the flesh wound. Be your devil. I'll crush them all. Rise to the challenge.
Taken Hyper! Strike there.
Rise to the challenge.
Good Hyper!
One more ultimate's all that Saber really needs to be able to clear this.
This symbol of pure.
Ill tidings manifest. Ill fate beneath the waters lies an endless
Yes, this whole time Black Swan's also been able to do 51 million damage. And that was before the Robin ult as well.
fight as one.
But I do think this run in particular has been pretty high roll, so you won't get Saber runs like this too often.
Good Hyper! Good Hyper!
Oh, I forgot there was a third phase.
You're fighting a gentleman.
Saber also just has a barrier on right now, so the next instance of damage she takes will deal 0 damage.
Taken Hyper!
Rise to the challenge.
The Lucky Strike item has been fully
Rise to the challenge.
leveled as well now with 4 ultimates, so have the highest possible lucky hit chance
Anything.
I can get. I guess I could have done the lucky hit from Robin's Planet of Festivity thing instead of
Let the duel commence.
Sundays, but I believe Sundays would be a better damage increase. I might be wrong on that.
We can do it. Ill fate descends.
Bear witness. You're fighting a gentleman.
Okay, good. Oh, never mind, I spoke too soon.
Forth all your might.
You know what? No. I don't care. We still got the clear. I'm not gonna reset for that. That's really annoying. Could have easily got a triple S rank Or no, it just would have been like an S rank there. If I was able to win that. 3.8 billion damage, not enough to beat Argenti, or I guess 3.9 if you really want to round it up. Not enough to beat Argenti, because he just decided that he actually gets to one-shot me instead every time. That was not in Wealth Creator or anything, that was just on A7, by the way, so yeah. You can kind of see some of the flaws in the team, which is why I don't think that, unless you own Saber yourself, I would recommend this in Wealth Creator. Just because it's really squishy, because you're not running Hyacinth or Venturine as your defense, you're running Fua, and Fua is one of the few characters that I believe just doesn't have any substantial changes in the mood that would make her actually useful. So she's kind of just like in regular Star Rail, where she's kind of beginning to fall off in everything outside of the fact that her ultimate is her ultimate, which is why you could just on-filter most of the time in this mode if you're playing her. Or you off-filter just for her ultimate, because you want to leave the healing to people that actually are able to heal your team, unlike Fua. But yeah, I mean, still not the worst run. I think that was boss enhancement debuff as well. It might have been why. They were just dealing so much damage I wasn't able to sustain through the... Because I had, like, this item here, which is usually enough for sustain in this difficulty, but yeah, I mean, Argenti literally just one rotation Saber like 3 times, pretty much, but yeah, still, win's a win, so that's that team done and out of the way. So yeah, there will be a lot more Currency Wars videos and stuff. I'm trying to get them recorded like once a day and then uploaded overnight and stuff, so that way I can get them ready by 2 my time, which is when I normally upload 2 CST, or 2 PM CST. My time is when I upload and stuff, because I've noticed that the channel's been doing super well lately, so I just kind of want to mention that in this video, just say thanks for everybody that's been subscribing and watching the videos recently, because yeah, I've been doing YouTube stuff for a while, and like there are parts of my channel that are unlisted videos and stuff, which you can see in the video I did where I talked about the changes to my channel a few months ago. Now, let me see what the title is real quickly. The discussing old content. Our channel update discussing old contents and plans going forward. So if you want to see those old videos, you can watch that and stuff from like 5 years ago, 5 or 6 years ago at this point now. But I've just kind of made those unlisted, so you can still watch them if you want, but most of the channel is now just focused on the gacha games that I've been playing recently, and I still plan on doing that. But yeah, I did just want to say thanks for everybody that's been showing up in these past days and everything, because I have noticed it, and I've been trying to, you know, sit down and make more time for YouTube stuff because of it and everything. So yeah, expect more Currency Wars. There's still quite a few teams that I want to make videos on. Like, I still need to go ahead and re-record the AoE attack team. I want to do a video on the Shinjo team because I've been playing it a lot on stream. I've been streaming every day on YouTube as well. If you guys want to watch that. I've been streaming mostly Currency Wars, but I stream Zenless and Genshin and Chaos Zero Nightmare sometimes League. All games that I play on the channel and stuff. So, yeah, there's still quite a lot of teams and everything to do with the different factions. Maybe even some different schools. Like, I do want to try a heal team, but I haven't seen anyone talk about that, but I don't know how good it would be in Wealth Creator, so I want to test it out there and see, because I have been able to win with the Saber team and Wealth Creator. I tried to make these videos specifically with teams that I've cleared in Wealth Creator, but I don't have it in my record anymore just because I play so many games of Currency Wars that it fills up, because you can only have up to 10 match record. But I have cleared with this team. I don't really recommend it if you don't own Saber, though, because I'm sure the trial one is just not going to be enough for this team, because it just kind of barely gets through even with E2S1 Saber. But yeah, that's where I'm going to end things for now. Guys, hope to see everyone in the next one.